Anybody telling you to cook black eyed peas in 5 hours do not know how to cook it. I will show you how I cook these black eyed peas in less than an hour. Let's go. First, I'm going to add 1 cup of black eyed peas in water. Nothing else should go in the water, just the peas. And next, I'm going to prepare my plantain while it's boiling. This plantain is going to give it a sweet taste. This is a ripe plantain. For you to find the best plantain, it has to be strong and yellow. Now, after slicing it, I'll add some seasoned salt, some paprika, and some olive oil. I'm air frying the plantain. That's why I'm adding some oil to help it giving the frying texture. Sometimes you can also fry it in an oil, but I prefer air fryer because it's healthier. Now I'm adding to the air fryer. I'm going to spread it so that every plantain is covered. I'm going to air fry for 15 minutes. I know it's showed 30 minutes, but it was 15 minutes. So after much, when the peas is boiled, you will see some black water. You need to sieve out that black water to avoid you having some stomach problems, or not just stomach problems, just make you feel gassy a little bit, but doesn't have to happen to everyone. After sieving out the water, I have to wash the peas twice, and then I'll add it back to a clean water and let it boil for another few minutes. I think it boiled for around 30 minutes before it was soft. While it was boiling, I'm preparing the other ingredients like garlic, ginger, habanero pepper, bell pepper, and some cherry tomatoes. I'm going to blend this in a blender. I'll use that later, but I have to wait for the black eyed peas to be soft. So now I'm blending it. So after it's blended, I'm going to prepare some other things that is not blended, just to have some other textures in the beans. But if you just want the peas to be just in puree form, you don't need these ones. So this ones is just some bell peppers. I'll just chop them like this in halves, and some red onions. This is basically optional. Sometimes people just like their peas in porridge, no other additional textures to it. So, but this is me trying to make it the way I like it. And the onions, I only use half of the red onions. If you like onions, you can use everything. So I chopped it this way in a smaller form like that. So after doing that, I'm going to prepare the codfish. I use codfish. For this, you can use any fish of your choice. I added some salt, some paprika, some red pepper flakes, some cumin, and some ginger powder. I'm going to use spray oil to seal the condiments. And this is chicken Bolivian. It's optional, but I like it. Gives the fish or meat some extra flavor. I use spray oil to seal the condiments. I'll use this brush to spray it all over. I thought the oil wasn't enough, so I just have to make sure the seasoning it on every part of the fish. I turn the fish and also make sure the seasoning it's in every part of the fish. So after 15 minutes, the plantain was ready. I'm going to transfer it to a plate and then also air fry the cod fish in the same air frying. This is happening while the beans is cooking. I'm adding to the 2 cod fish. I'm going to roast for air fry for 15 minutes also. So while that is going on, the water have dried and you see that the peas is soft. Everything is happening at the same time. Now that it's soft, you can now start adding the spices. So basically, when you add salt to your peas, it makes it harder to be soft. So anytime you want to cook any beans, whether it's black eyed peas, black beans, chickpeas, any kind of peas, avoid putting any spices until the peas is soft. So in this one, I added the blended tomato and bell pepper mixtures, and then I added some salt and I added some paprika. I think that was enough for the mix, and I'll let it simmer for another 10 minutes until the water is almost dry. That is when I'm going to add the chopped bell pepper, chopped onions, and the rest of it. Yeah, I added that. So I have to add it and wait for the water to dry out completely. That cooked for another 3 minutes. I have to close it and let it simmer for 3 minutes. Now the water is dried. I'm just going to add the broccoli sprout. Broccoli sprout don't have to cook. You can just soak it in hot water and it's good to go. These beans were so delicious and it was easy to make, ready in less than 1 hour. So easy and delicious. I hear people say, cook this in 5 hours, cook it in pressure heater for 3 hours. No, this is so easy. It's going to be ready in less than 1 hour. Yes, like and subscribe this video if you find it helpful, and I will see you in the next video.